Okay, welcome back to day 8 of golf mobility. Today we're going to work on the chest. So in the golf swing, especially our lead arm uses a lot of chest. So if you think about that swing, that arm's coming back, we're getting a lot of pec contraction on our lead arm. So in my case, the left arm. So today we're going to start off with a release. I've got a really big ball here. You can also use a soft ball if you have one, but the big ball is going to be your best option. I'm going to lie face down on the ground here. I'm going to pop it down right in the corner of the chest. I've got my hand behind my back to start, and we're just going to roll not very far, but we're working below the collarbone from about the armpit towards just before the sternum. We don't want to be on the bone here. And as always, we're taking deep breaths. We can move that left arm a little bit, reach it out, bring it behind that back again. So about a minute aside here. You can also use that contract relax. So the goal would be to squeeze that pec. So you're trying to contract the chest, hold for 5 or 6 seconds, and then relax and sink in with those deep breaths. Okay, so that's part 1 with the release, and we'll move on to a stretch. Yes? Okay. So next we've got a stretch for the chest. So we finished the release. Use a corner of a wall here. So you've got a doorway, or you've got, in my case, kind of a cupboard here. We're going to use that to open the chest up. So if my chest is straight forward and that arm's straight out to the side, that hand should be about at shoulder height, and then we're going to move that chest to the open side. So I'm creating a lengthening of that pec, so that separation from that shoulder down to that sternum. Again, deep breaths. We're slowly trying to work more and more to that open side. So we should primarily feel it across that chest. If you're getting too far open and you're starting to feel it in the back side of the shoulder, that's not good. So don't go quite that far, but we're looking for that good stretch right across that chest. Again, contract and relax is a good option. So that would be pushing that hand forward into the wall. So I'm going to push for 5 and then relax and try to let it open up. Okay, so we're done the stretch portion. We'll move on to our last. We've got the release, we've got the stretch. We're going to move on to activation or mobilization. Like I talked about the other day, is if we're tight on the front side, often that means our movement's going to be restricted in the opposite direction. So we talked about the bicep-tricep relation. If my tricep is really tight, I'm not going to have full range of that bicep. So same goes for this. After we've released that chest, we should have gained more ability to lengthen that pec, which is going to mean more arm retraction. So we're going to get down on our stomach again. We kind of do 2 steps here. So first one, head down, we're going to go straight up, and we're going to try to pick those hands up as high as we can. So take it nice and slow, slowly off the ground, and we're really picking up as much, as far off the ground as we can with those hands. So we are working the back here, but it requires mobility through this. Next one we're going to do is really similar. We're going to pick off, but then we're going to bring those hands around to the base of the spine. So we're getting some rotation from the shoulder. So same starting position. We're taking our time. We're moving slowly. I'm getting up as high as I can, rotating those thumbs under, and bringing the hands to our back. So 5 reps of each of those is good. Even though we're working the back, we should be able to get more range of motion here after our release and stretch. So that's it for day 8. We're going to be on to our last day of our 3rd week on Friday. So thanks for joining us again, and we'll see you then.